This is an opinion piece on why the tool and die trade is an awesome career choice for you to consider. A tool and die maker is one of the most skilled workers in the trades. A tool maker really is a combination of a very highly skilled machinist, a project manager, and an engineer all rolled up into one. What tool and die makers do is we make the tooling that make the finished parts. For example, die casting. If you think about the aluminum engine block on a lawnmower with all the fins on it, a die cast tool maker would make the die cast mold that makes that final part. The aluminum would be melted down, it would be injected into this die, and out would come your finished part. That tool maker is in charge of building and also maintaining that tooling. Plastic mold injection, same thing, building the molds that make the plastic parts. If you're into stamping, think about an automobile and all the brackets that are on an automobile. All of those need to be cut, formed in some kind of a tool, and a stamping die maker would build progressive tooling or single hit tooling to do the cutting and forming. Forging is another one that needs a tool and die maker. Jigs and fixture making also use tool makers. Jigs and fixtures are things that hold, position, locate parts so that you can do additional machining to them or inspection to them. A tool and die maker has an understanding of all aspects of manufacturing. They need to know how to make components, how to machine them, how to assemble them, how to tweak them to produce a final product that meets the customer specs. If you're working at a smaller company, a tool maker might run all the machines themselves to make the components, which could include CNC machines, surface grinders, EDM. If you're at a larger company, they may have machinists making the components, where the tool maker would be in charge of managing the project, also doing the assembly, and then tweaking the tooling to get conforming parts in the end. The types of people who gravitate towards this trade are the tinkerers, the thinkers, the people who are mechanically inclined, who like wrenching on their cars. They like to having a lot of variety. They are interested in math and interested in using computers, CAD design software, 3D software, programming. Now you don't need to know all of this stuff coming in. The training to become a tool and die maker is an apprenticeship, which requires 10,400 hours, usually around 4 to 5 years of paid on-the-job training, plus some technical college classroom work. And some employers will also help cover your schooling costs. Typically, a tool maker's wages are anywhere between $50,000 to well over $100,000 a year. All of this with low to no student debt. If along the way you find something that you really like let's say it's CNC machining and you want to specialize in that, you can jump in and become a specialist in those areas. Also, think about the longevity of your body. Not being out working in the weather extremes, not working on your hands and knees all day, not lifting heavy things where you injure your back. These are all things to consider when trying to choose a long-term career. So if you're still interested, I would recommend going online, doing a little research into what tool and die makers do, see if there's something there that interests you. If you're still in high school, finish and get your diploma or your GED, and then you can start looking into apprenticeships. If you know the field you'd like to get into, start interviewing with those types of companies and have them walk you around and see what you'd be doing on a day-to-day basis and if it's something you think you'd like. If you're still not sure what you'd like to do in this trade, you can also look up a 2-year associate degree program at your local technical college. This is going to give you an all-around view of what a tool and die maker does in the different fields, and from there, if something interests you, you can then look into that and get an apprenticeship. The nice thing with that is many employers will credit that time towards your apprenticeship. So if you'd like more information on how the apprenticeship program works, I would recommend going to your local technical college and looking up their tool and die program. If you'd like more educational information, you can go to our website at wisconsinmetalparts.com, and on our main page, scroll all the way to the bottom, and we have a section there called Department Tours and Educational Information, and you can look at some more videos and read some blogs. This is a tough trade, but if you're willing to put in the work, the rewards are great.